So for this video, guys, we're going to look at Rub Wheel as a cover 2 beater. It does double up as a cover 3 beater, so we'll show you both of those. But we really want to make sure this is like a cover 2 mentality here. And I'm just going to get this defense in your cover 2, see how they got him. And what we're going to do here is we're going to max protect, move this B over, put the B on a streak. The last thing you want to do is make sure that you put this X on a comeback and then smart route them. Anything close to 10 is going to help you. It doesn't have to be. You don't want to run this way longer than 10 because what's going to end up happening is that comeback's not going to be what you want it to be. But if you can get it as close to 10 as possible, it's going to be great. The comeback will hold that player right around the 10-yard line, 10-yard mark as far as where it's going to break, and then the Y is going to get open on the side. I like this because it's max protection. It's got the A and the RB. It is something, again, that we're just attacking the left side of the field. So what is important is run some plays earlier in the game that you've got some of those posts that come across to keep their user in the middle. And then what you're going to see here is the B is going to get all the way down the field untouched. That guy's going to get up the field. Now we're going to throw it to this wide receiver and get our catch, right? Let me just show you the interaction on the left side, okay? Now, you do want to make sure you step up in the pocket if you need to. But the interaction on the left side is this smart routed comeback is going to come here. Once he cuts back, he's going to basically keep that guy from being still. So know that the guy's going to stop. They're going to pass off. And at this point is where I'm going to start throwing the ball, right? And I threw it to his wrong shoulder, or it had a lot more yards on it. But you can see where you're going to be able to throw it, right? So let's try it again. Again, all we're going to do is make sure that we got ourselves in that defense. I'll put the mid-read up there this time. This way it is what it is. If you don't want max protection, you can always do and leave the A on its route. I prefer max protection on something like this just to make sure that I have the ability to do it. I don't find a lot of users covering the left side of the field all the way to the sideline. So it's just one of those deals. Here you go again. We got max. I'm going to go step up in the pocket, wait for this Y to come up the field, throw it to him, and you're going to have some really nice ability to get some good yards because of the way it is. Now, I told you it doubled up as a cover 3 beater, so let's look at that. Now, here's your cloud flat version of the cover 3, right? Same thing, max protect, move this guy over, put him on a streak, put the X on a smart routed comeback, right? That's what I talked about, and I totally messed that up. Let's try it again. The Y needs to be on his route. So max protect, A on the X on the comeback, smart route him, and move this guy over. Let's get them to go that way. I'm just going to put it on a defensive lineman that way. Nothing's affected by the play. And watch what happens here. You're going to wait for the Y. It looks like he's going to go up the field. And the X is going to get wide open. Okay? Now, let me explain why. With cloud flats over there, what's going to end up happening on this play is that the player is going to man activate on that wheel. And that's really the first read is this X. If you see that the X is wide open sitting there, that's who you're going to throw to. So you're just going to have an easy throw here on cloud flats. Now on hard flats, it's going to act very similar to the way it does on cover 2, right? Where you're going to wait for that guy to go up the field, and you're going to make sure that the B goes there. Especially if they're doing inverted coverage, right? If they're doing inverted coverage, you're going to see here that that guy's going to follow the B all the way across, to the middle, right? That's going to be the easy way of doing this, right? And most people play inverted coverage now. That guy's going to go over there. We're going to be able to throw it to this Y, and you're just going to have a really successful throw, obviously because of the inverted coverage. So that's why it doubles up as a cover 3 beater, something that I really like because of the way it is. I'm going to show it to you without inverted coverage on cover 3. Max protect, move this guy over, smart route your X. And you should expect the X to hold down that hard flat. And you can see here that as soon as that guy goes up the field, you're going to have a really successful play when it comes to hard flats. That's why it's a really tough route to cover. And to me, this is one of the best plays in the game, especially when you have the ability to max protect on both sides of the field. The reason why we give you so many plays is because you're going to have to set this up. You can't allow a user to know you're only running 3 routes and all of them are going to go to the left side of the field. You got to believe ways to get them to stay in the middle of the field in order to have a really good scheme. So that's really why we do what we do on this play. So again, this is basically what it is. And now it doesn't matter if it's cover 3, cover 2, cover 2 hard flats. Here's cover 3 sky. Now what you should expect in cover 3 sky is that the player should follow the Y just the same, right? So you see him cover through sky, the guy's going to man activate on that player, and you're going to be able to throw it to this X receiver real quickly, and really get some good yards when it comes to that as well. Even though it's max protection, this game does give you a little bit of an issue when it comes to block shed. So typically speaking, I'm running all this off the left hash mark. If you're a right-handed quarterback and feel more comfortable going to the right hash mark, just flip the play. All these plays are flippable. It's not like they can't be flipped. It's just one of those deals where, you know, sometimes people are a little bit more apt to rolling one way or the other. So in this sense, you're going to do this. And notice that with a 90 deep route runner, that comeback's a lot sharper. See how that is? So watch how that plays out, right? This guy's going to come up the field, and now he's going to come back, and you're going to be able to throw it to him. Same deal, get some really good yards, and, you know, be able to kind of dominate your opponent on a 3-route, one-sided comeback combination to really, you know, be able to just create some headaches on your opponent.